Boy, I had a great time at the pumpkin patch at Davidsonville today with my friends America, Star, Haley Blum, and Haley Calhoun. We did lots of fun things, like see a band perform called Dirk and the Truth, went through a corn maze, went on the Wheel of Steel, went on a hayride, and I got our faces painted. And we saw lots of other animals, including horses, pigs, goats, and even cows. And I'm going to tell you a story about how a cow got stranded on a branch line on Sodor. With this book, Cows. Let's begin. Edward the Blue Engine was getting old. His bearings were worn, and he clanked as he puffed along. He was taking 20 empty cattle freight cars to a market in town. The sun shone, the birds sang, and some cows grazed in a field by the line. Come on, come on, come on, puffed Edward. Oh, 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 screamed the freight cars. Edward puffed and clanked. The freight cars rattled and screamed. The cows were not used to trains. The noise and smoke disturbed them. They twitched up their tails and ran. They galloped across the field, broke through the fence, and charged the train between the 13th and 14th freight cars. The coupling broke, and the last 7 freight cars left the rails. They were not damaged and stayed upright. They ran for a short way along the sleepers before stopping. Edward felt a jerk, but didn't take much notice. He was used to freight cars. Bother those freight cars, he thought. Why can't they come quietly? He ran on to the next station before either he or his driver realized what happened. When Gordon and Henry heard about the accident, they laughed and laughed. Fancy allowing cows to break his train. They won't do it to us. We'd show them, they boasted. Edward pretended not to mind, but Toby was cross. You can help it, Edward. They've never met cows. I have, and I know the trouble they are. Some days later, Gordon rushed through Edward's station. Whoop, whoop, Gordon whistled. Mind the cows! Ha 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 ha! He chortled, panting up the hill. Hurry, hurry, hurry! Puffed Gordon. Don't make such a fuss! Don't make such a fuss! Grumbled his coaches. They rumbled over the viaduct and roared through the next station. A long straight stretch of line lay ahead. In the distance was a bridge. It had high parapets on each side. It seemed to Gordon that there was something on the bridge. His driver thought so too. Whoa, Gordon, he said, and shut off steam. Huh, said Gordon. It's only a cow. Shoo, shoo, he hissed, moving slowly onto the bridge. But the cow wouldn't shoo. She had lost her calf and felt lonely. She said sadly. Walking toward him, Gordon stopped. His driver, fireman, and some passengers tried to send her away, but she wouldn't go. so they gave it up. Presently, Henry arrived with a train from the other direction. "What's this?" he said grandly. "A cow? I'll soon settle her. Be off! Be off!" he hissed. But the cow turned and mooed at him. Henry backed away. "I don't want to hurt her," he said. Drivers, firemen, and passengers again tried to move the cow, but failed. Henry's guard went back and put detonators on the line to protect his train. At the nearest station, he told them about the cow. "That must be Bluebell," said a porter thoughtfully. "Her calf is there, ready to go to market. We must take it along." So they unloaded the calf and took it onto the bridge. Well, the calf. "Well," bellowed Bluebell. She nuzzled her calf happily, and the porter led them away. The two trains started. "Not a word." "Keep it quiet," whispered Gordon and Henry as they passed. But the story soon spread. "Well, well, well," chuckled Edward. "Two big engines are afraid of one cow." "Afraid? Rubbish!" said Gordon huffily. "We don't want the poor thing to hurt herself by running against us. We stopped so as not to excite her. You see what I mean, my dear Edward." "Yes, Gordon," said Edward gravely. Gordon felt somehow that Edward saw only too well. Really interesting story. Now, I wonder how you react if you saw a cow on your lane when you're driving out on the road. Tell me in the comments below. Glad you could stop by. See you soon. Bye.